Google made several hardware announcements at Google I/O's keynote address. However, today I'll answer the most common questions hitting my DMs. Should mid-range buyers actually buy the Pixel 6a? Alright, let's answer this on
Engineer Reacts.
Hey everyone, I'm Barry Johnson, and if you're interested in the Google Pixel 6a or Google in general, you've landed on the right channel. On Wednesday, May 11th, Google held the keynote address for Google I/O. Google I/O is their annual software conference. It basically is comprised of a bunch of engineers in different breakout rooms going over algorithms of current projects or current advancements and going into the detail. So as someone that has been following Google for years, I was kind of hoping for the 6a, but I wouldn't have been totally surprised if it wasn't announced. However, Google was like, oh Barry, we know you use Google Pay to purchase a lot of stuff. Guess what? We have set up direct deposit because we know you want the whole table that we're showing. Why do I say this in jest? In addition to announcing the Pixel 6a, Google announced the Pixel Glasses, the Pixel Buds Pro, the Pixel Tablet, and finally the Pixel 7 and Pixel 7 Pro. I can report that Google fans are still on cloud 9 and Google haters have come out the woodwork, but they won't approach. But let's answer the original question. Should mid-range buyers purchase the 6a? Let's go over the case for yes and no. I will start with a case for yes. The Pixel 6a will no longer have a mid-range chip. The 6a will have the first gen Tensor chip. This is huge news. In the US, no Android phones are competing with this chip at the $449 asking price. This is also huge for the A-line. The A-line phones typically use the Snapdragon 765G, which is a great chip, but let's be real, it's a mid-range processor at the end of the day. Up next, it has been confirmed that the Google Pixel 6a will use the same camera sensors from the 5a 5G. The Sony IMX363 main sensor has been used for some time, and Google has had a lot of time to optimize the computational photography. The 5 and the 5a previously used the Sony IMX481 ultrawide and has been added to the 6a as well. The battery will be slightly smaller than the existing 6, but the 4,410 mAh battery should still command great battery life. The Pixel 6a no longer boasts a mid-range design, but took the flagship design from the Pixel 6 series, and Google has seemed to double down on that as it's confirmed that the fingerprint sensor hardware has been changed as well. There are 2 Pixel 6s and 1 6 Pro in my home, and although I haven't had fingerprint issues, this is great news. The fingerprint sensor has been my only knock with the Pixel 6 series. The landing pad is too small, and the animation and haptic timing when unlocking simply has to be changed. You always want to err on the side of giving user feedback that they've completed a task. You never want them looking down and going, oh yeah, I got it. Also, competitors such as the BBK lines of phones that boast optical sensors that work close to completing ultrasonic sensors. I have the OnePlus 10 Pro, and it will only let you register 1 fingerprint per finger. I currently have an S22 Ultra, and if I didn't have my right thumb added twice at a slight angle, I will have failed attempts, period. Let's recap. If mid-range buyers choose the Pixel 6a, they will get an A-line phone with the following changes: a flagship design, a flagship processor, an improved fingerprint sensor with the same great camera systems that they are used to. Alright, so now let's answer the case for no. There is no case for no. Deuces.